It's your boy John Fu, sitting right here with vlog number 3, and let's see, I've had a busy couple of 2 weeks, and it's been quite crazy. First week I was kind of dealing with baby girl getting into school, and she started kindergarten, so that was a very big thing around here for me, her, and also her mother. And I feel bad for her little brother. He's the one that kind of, he took it a little hard, which is, you know, has been me trying to find other things for him to do during the day. Starting to get him more involved with like ABC Mouse and trying to teach him more. So it's been good and bad. The first day was completely like, I hate to see him like that.
Sissy already? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Can't read the instructions in Spanish.
You want to tell her hi? Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Do you miss her? We'll see her soon, okay? In a couple hours? Okay? You gonna wave bye to the school? Wave bye to her? Say bye to the school. No? Okay.
But it's been funny when we do go and pick up his sister. He like runs over there and he's like, "Baby girl!" And he gives her a big old hug, and she runs over there and gives him a big hug. So that's been pretty cool to see. I think them kind of having that little bit of separation has been good. So it's working out. So it's good. And you know, even with their mother, you know, Muffy, she's been coming down. And I gotta give it to her. She's, you know, working out in LA, and she kind of goes back and forth. And you know, when she's here, I'm usually in LA. But this was the first 2 weeks. So yesterday was actually the first day I actually got to get back to LA. Second week, I was actually dealing with my oldest daughter, who had surgery. So got a chance to work on me and her. Like I said, this video is about, or my blog is about, you know, about working, but it's also about the parenting aspect and trying to find balance between all of it. So that's basically essentially what today's video is about, trying to find balance. When I first started my career, I was married at the time, kind of explained that in the first one. So it did put a strain on my 3 older children. Just to kind of throw my business out there, because that's what this is. And in order for you to hopefully learn from my mistakes, and hopefully for me to be able to shed some light on hopefully you not having to go the same route that I did and make better choices than I did, hopefully that's why you're watching this video. Whether you're watching it to figure out and learn about filmmaking, whether you're trying to figure out about parenting, whether you're trying to figure out how to combine any type of work that you do and just trying to be a parent and have balance, that's what these vlogs are for. So I have gone through quite a bit of things. So needless to say, me and my daughter hadn't spoken since May. And I did get one text, and it ripped my heart out, and wasn't in a bad way. I do feel, you know, it was well deserved in a lot of areas, and some stuff, you know, it was, I think our biggest thing sometimes, whether we're dealing with our kids or whether we're dealing with adults, it's listening without reacting. That's probably the hardest thing to do. Listening without reacting. Hearing somebody tell you what they think about you without you getting defensive is a very hard thing to learn to do. And I'm still learning, and you know, but that was the biggest thing, was to kind of sit there and listen to her tell me how she felt about some things. And needless to say, you know, we all go through a lot of situations in our life when we kind of think, oh man, sucks, I can't believe I have to go through this is so horrible, this is bad news. But it's unfortunate she had to have surgery, but what it ended up doing is it actually opened up a line of communication for me and her. And so I'm extremely grateful that it opened up the line. I am sad that, you know, she had to go through the surgery and everything that she had to go through. But it was one of the best days I think me and her had in a very long time. Just sitting there being able to take care of her and make her laugh, and that was really cool. So trying to find balance. So I had to put all of my LA stuff on hold. I'm still working from home, but not me going to LA for the last 2 weeks, where that's what I'm supposed to be doing. But this, you know, obviously getting baby girl in school takes priority, which we as parents need to make certain things priority. I know we take our work and our business and we say, well, that's a priority. If I'm not working, how are they going to eat, or how are they going to, you know, how are they going to go to karate class or whatever it is? And yeah, that is a big part of it. Yeah, we do need to put food on the table when we have to do these things, but we also need to make time in order to make sure that they are. I watched this thing the other day on TED on YouTube, and it's this young kid, and he's talking about, you know, his parents ask him, you know, so what do you want to be when you grow up?
When I grow up, I want to be happy. For me, when I grow up, I want to continue to be happy, like I am now.
So I think that's one thing that we do forget as parents. You know, oh, well, I'm putting food on the table, so that's all that should matter. You know, they should feel loved, they should feel appreciated. But it goes a lot deeper than that. I think the simplest conversations, I had to learn that the hard way. I thought because, I took my older kids and picked them up from school, or helped them with homework here and there, or took them to a doctor's appointment, I thought that that was me being a parent. Obviously, speaking to my daughter and my older kids, that's not, you know, it's a lot more than that. And I took that for granted. So now my approach now with my younger kids is definitely a lot different. So I try to be more involved, and I do have to say, you know what, I'll have to pass on this, or I can't go here because I need to be a dad. And right now, especially with the co-parenting, that's what it is. Sometimes she, you know, with her being in LA and me being here, it's both of us having to make these sacrifices and trying to figure out how we do this. You can come in, my love, if you want. So take the time. Don't just think because you go to work and you put food on the table or you have a roof over the head that that's all you need to do. No, it's a lot more than that. Take the time to sit down and talk to your kids, play with them, play video games with them, you know, watch a movie with them, but take a break and just don't always be consumed by your work. Yes, we need to do it, but you also need to spend time with your kids. Find balance. So that's what these videos are for. Hopefully you can learn from me if you've got questions, even just on how to deal with, you know, your ex and trying to be a co-parent. Trust me, me and her went through the hard parts, almost like any other couple that's broken up and has kids, and, you know, words are flinging across the room, and, you know, and everybody's, you know, at a tension of, you know, maximum. And so finally we've been able to find a balance where, you know, yeah, now I can go to LA and, you know, she stays here and at my place, and which we're working it out, you know, from even having meals together, you know, with the kids when we do get a chance. So it does take both parties, you know, saying, hey, this is not about us, this is about the kids. And if you're trying to raise happy children and functional children that aren't gonna have to spend the greater part of their adult life in therapy, take the time, make amends, try to figure it out, try to work it out together. So that's it. That's my blog for today. Like I said, if you have any questions, hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever it is. You'll see my pictures of the kids on Instagram. You'll see them on Facebook. You'll see my work, whatever else. So check it out. All right. Have a good one.